Hey guys, welcome back to Unfiltered Family. I'm Kelly.
I'm Phoenix.
I'm Tilly, eldest and wisest.
Wisest.
Huh.
So,
Well, according to the broken school system I am, which is what we're going to be talking about.
we will get to that. But first, I wanted to talk about the other day, we were in the car, this one and me, and I realised how much of a gap there is between car knowledge and people, because you and Tom recognise cars from like crazy stuff, right? I'm a bit in the middle. Like I can say, yep, that's a Land Cruiser, you know, that's a Patrol, whatever. Tilly's friend bought a car. And I said to Tilly, hey Tilly, what sort of car has your friend got? And your answer was?
I don't know, a champagne coloured one. And I'm like, I don't know anything about cars.
Also, who says champagne when you talk about a car colour?
It was champagne coloured. What do you want me to say? A light beige? Like, no. That is champagne.
Brown?
Sham friggin' pain.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I don't understand how they know so much about cars. And I'm like, they'll be like talking about cars and they'll be like, yeah, that car's got a 90-degree angle headlight and it's what else did I say? 90-degree angle headlights. It's a Mazda 2009.
And what'd you say?
Wow, without the years, it sounds like a Miata MX-5.
And that perfectly
It's
describes...
actual car, guys. What
somewhere
the
in
hell?
the 90s.
It actually, that's a perfect example of the difference in knowledge, because I remember last time you were seeing someone and I said, oh, what sort of car does he drive? And again, she gave me the colour. So...
Because that's how you know a car. It's red, it goes fast.
Yeah, obviously.
If it's white, it's probably durable.
Durable.
If it's green, then you're a bit of a loser.
Hey, not sage green though. Not sage green.
Not sage green, but any other green. Like
Neon
lime.
purple.
Green's a rough colour, isn't it?
And if it's
But
pink,
like, okay, now sage is fine like on like a Patrol or something. Like they come in sage green.
My nana was really superstitious about green.
and
She
if
did
it's
not like
pink,
green
that
things.
means you win the game.
She said green things were like bad luck. And I remember... And shoes on the table. Like, I don't know why people put shoes on a table anyway, but I remember showing her at one Christmas. I was like, look, I got new shoes for Christmas. And she would flick them off the table. I'm like, what did I do? And my granddad's like, it's bad luck to put shoes on the table. So yeah, shoes on tables and green things. Bad luck to my nan.
And like, got to shut the top toilet lid.
Oh, yeah.
Like our house inspector.
What?
For the house inspection. She said it was bad feng shui if we had the toilet bowl, or the toilet lid open. So yeah. We'll do an episode on her, because oh my God.
Oh, Jesus, there's a lot of content there.
Wait, so
What a delight.
she gave you a warning for that.
Yeah. There was a lot of weirdness. Anyway, school.
What about it?
Boo.
What do we think about school?
Well, what kind of school?
Well, I
Taker's
think
school.
I have
secondary school.
I
brother.
have major issues with the way Victoria and probably Australia does education.
We are the
The
education
ATAR
state.
system is cooked. That's
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
got one.
Because why are we doing tests to get into uni that make it a competition instead of your own personal level? Like, if you don't study this specific way, you don't get into uni. Seems a little silly to me.
School, it builds conformity. I don't know if it builds intelligence. And I mean, obviously, you're going to learn basic stuff. You learn your maths, your English, and all that sort of stuff. But I honestly...
You learn most of that in primary school anyway.
Most of it at the max year 7 and 8, I'm not using any of the maths or English skills I learned in the later half of high school to live my life. And I mean, why is it though? How come you can't just go to uni? And if you don't pass the core units, you don't go to uni.
Well, that's
Well,
exactly
you
how it
can.
is.
You
That's
can.
just what I'm doing.
But like, people don't know that. So can you explain?
Well, I didn't finish high school. I didn't get very far in high school, but I'm doing uni just through single subject enrollment. Turns out, instead of getting your ATAR, spending 3 years on that or whatever it is, you can just, start uni, and then if you fail, you're kicked out. But if you don't fail, well, then you continue like you'd do if you had an ATAR. There's no point doing the ATAR.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about no point. I think there's definitely, people learn different ways. People take on information in different ways, and some people really thrive at school. But why is that the norm? Why is it the norm that we send people to an institution where they spend 6.5 hours there and learn maybe an hour and a half of content?
Back in COVID, I didn't do very well with self-learning because, again, the content was being forced upon me. I didn't get to choose what I wanted to learn. I didn't get to have a good, fun learning environment. But now that I'm in university, so most of my learning nowadays is self-directed. And I find that a lot easier because back when I was in high school, you'd get like 5 Zoom meetings that you had to join each day and it would just be like regular school. That is not self-directed learning. That is just school, except you're tired and you can't keep your eyes open and there's technical issues. With university, the best thing about self-directed learning is that it's only like 1 block a day and it's a long block, and then I can do the rest of the work myself, which I find a lot better. If I have something to read, I'm excellent. If I have to listen to someone talk and they don't know what I know, they don't know what I'm absorbing out of what they're saying, it's much better when I can read it off a piece of paper and I can pick out bits and think, yeah, this is what I'm strong with and this is what I need help with.
Well, high school is like 1 teacher to 25 people.
But
Yeah.
don't you think...
But I'm talking about
It's not very
the
individual.
self-directed part.
I feel like the teacher spends more time disciplining and getting people to behave themselves than they actually do learning content. And also, teachers don't choose what they're teaching you. They're given rules and regulations and a curriculum that they have to teach.
Yeah, that's why the school system
Don't have
is
a...
cooked.
If you've got a logo on your sock, you're going straight to detention.
Oh, school uniform.
Immediate execution, detention.
School uniform. Like, again, uniform, conform, it all makes sense. But look, I'm not against a uniform system. I'm not against having basic things that you need to wear. I'm not against having...
All you really need is a school shirt. Let's be real here.
Is that a long sleeve shirt under your t-shirt?
I got in trouble because I went to a public school, no issues with my uniform ever, and then I went to a private school for VCE, and I got in trouble for having a long sleeve skivvy underneath my very thin white button-up shirt, and it was freezing, and I was asked to remove the undershirt from my shirt.
They
and
asked you to take your top off?
they sent me to the bathroom to take it off because it wasn't uniform. And I was like, I'm freezing. And this is a school where the girls were not allowed to wear pants. We had to wear tights and tartan skirts. So...
Yeah, but that was 85 years ago.
Oh.
But Peanut had got in trouble for her long sleeve 2 years ago.
Exactly. Which
Modern school.
tell me how that helps her learning. All that does is push conformity. Like, you're not
Also-
allowed to be different. You're not allowed to be warm. You have
Yeah, I
to
was
follow
gonna say,
the rules.
It makes you cold. I don't know about you guys, but I study a lot worse when I'm friggin' cold. That's for sure.
I can't concentrate when I'm cold.
Yeah.
That's why. And I'm
I
like
can feel all my arm
generally...
hairs.
Well, that's why you're wearing an hoodie. That's generally, I'm cold. I'm a cold person. So when I went to school, we had like a blazer that you would wear to school, and you had to wear it. If you walked to school, you still had to wear it. Whether it was summer or not, you had to wear it. And if you were seen out without it, you got detention and home. But once you were at school, you had to take it off while you were indoors. I was freezing, which is why I thought, we'll just get a long sleeve under my shirt. No, not allowed to. Why? How did that affect my learning?
Yeah, well, when I was working, we all had hoodies or just jumpers underneath our work shirts.
Exactly.
It wasn't like...
And the company still represented on your shirt.
Yeah, because it's like they had said to us, well, it's cold, but you still want the logo on there, just put your shirt over the top of everything else.
Yeah.
And you're fine. Because you don't have to... Everyone doesn't have to look identical with their skin out and then the same cut, sleeves.
Yeah.
Like, you just need the logo there.
Also, they're representing a business which is trying to get sales. What are you representing at school? Reputation?
Yeah.
And the reputation is follow what we're telling you to follow. Like, no free thinking.
It's not like we went to a fancy school. We went to like a
public
rural public school. Like,
Yeah.
that already had a bad reputation. I don't think the uniform was going to fix that. Like,
Also, do they deliberately make it uncomfortable?
Yeah, I don't know. Why
are school dresses made of potato sack? And they're freezing?
Their polo shirts have it's like little needles sticking out of it, it's poking into your skin.
The uniforms the whole uniform thing makes no sense to me because even in workplaces there's freedoms that you can do. Like you said, you're allowed to wear a hoodie under your shirt.
Yeah.
When I worked at a factory where we had a conveyor belt and I took freight off, I just had to wear the shirt. I could wear whatever pants I wanted. If I wanted to wear a beanie, I could. If I wanted to wear a jacket, I could. They actually provided me a jacket from the place. But when I was cold, I had a long sleeve underneath my polo. And did I not represent the company? I was still neat and tidy. I was still doing my job. What difference does it make?
What actual company in the work they're preparing you for is going to make you dress cold?
Even if you're a nurse, there's you can wear colourful scrubs. You can wear different colours. You're allowed to wear the leggings or the straight leg ones.
yeah, exactly. The only issue there is bacterial infections. So that's the only issue is the material.
Yeah, exactly. And you're allowed to wear a long sleeve under your nursey shirt, aren't you?
No.
Really?
Yeah, you have to be bare above the elbows.
That's really weird. Cause
There's
Wear
like
watches or
cleanliness
anything.
though, so.
Yeah, it is. It's for bacteria. It's not for
Yeah.
conformity.
But like school, who cares?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's not affecting
Ah, but
anything.
your shoes fabric are not leather. Like what? Why does that matter?
Even the shoes, like, why can't they just be black shoes? It shouldn't matter whether they're black leather shoes that are lace up. If you want to wear Velcro shoes, why can't you wear Velcro shoes? I get you don't want people in neon pink shoes because it looks a little bit ridiculous with the uniform. And if that's really what you're going for, why does it matter what kind of black shoes? Why can't everyone just have black shoes?
They picked the ugliest kind of black shoes as well.
School shoes are just...
They're like goofy. They're like bigger at the end, like goofy
They
clown
are
shoes.
funny looking. Tilly, you got in trouble for shoes?
I was actually about to talk about that. I don't want to go too in depth because I want to animate this like one day.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, I had black boots on, lace-up boots. In the uniform policy, it said
Black leather lace ups
Yeah.
with a heel.
black leather lace-ups with a heel, like, and they can't be open-toed or anything, obviously.
Can't go on thongs.
And I
There goes my Friday morning.
and I had those, and this random teacher at the uniform check stops me after I've been wearing them for years at this point, by the way. And this is on my last week of school, mind you, my last week at this school. And she's like, "What do those shoes aren't like with the uniform policy?" I'm like, "Yeah, they are. They're black lace-ups." And she's like, "No, they can't be boots." And I'm like, "Yes, they can be. Like, it's in the uniform policy. Go check. I've got to go to class." So I left because I was like, "I'm not dealing with this random. I've never met this woman in my life. I don't know why she's picking on me."
I'd like to just add here, all of those years of school from prep to year 12, I never got a phone call home, never got a detention. This child was perfectly freaking behaved. So... nonsense. But anyway, go on.
And so the next period, I'm in class, and the teacher pulls up her laptop and she goes, "Oh, Tilly, it says you got a detention here." And I'm like, "I've got a what?" And she's like, "Yeah, it says you got a detention for your uniform." I'm like, "Oh my god, this can't be because of my friggin' shoes." And she's like, "Your shoes fit the uniform policy." I'm confused. I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Anyway, ended up going to the vice principal because I was like, "Well, I'm not going to this goddamn detention. I'm wearing the right uniform." And I went in there and she's like, "No, you're right. Like, this is the uniform policy. It's a bit vague though because we were changing it to not allow boots, but like it's not. You can't find that anywhere unless you look through 17 documents." And I'm like, "Yeah." So she told the teacher that told me off to remove the detention, and I'm like, "Yo." And then they changed the uniform policy to be more specific because of me, but I wasn't doing anything wrong. Why did I get a detention for?
Why is it like a one strike policy as well?
Yeah, exactly. I'd never done anything wrong, by the way. Like,
But was
I'm
she just
confused.
having a bad day, do you think? Like, why would she choose this moment?
Well, I got in
from
trouble
what I
for checking
heard,
my
every
class
day
in
of
my
hers was a
locker.
bad day.
Yeah.
She chose the wrong career. She
I
was miserable every day, apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe she thought it was a good idea at the time.
I want to talk when I got in trouble with my phone.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're not allowed to have your phone on at school. I mean, but there should be exceptions. This was, keep in mind, the school I went to, the classes change all the time. They don't know how to keep a good schedule. Sometimes you go to one class, by the time you go to the next, they've changed the complete schedule around. Don't know how they have the time to do it. So after recess lunch, in my locker, like I normally do, phone does not leave my locker. I just turn it on, go to Compass, it's already open, because I knew I was going to have to check it. Refresh the page, check my classes. The teacher comes up behind me. Don't like this teacher. Won't say her name though. And she's like, "Yeah, take that to the office. You're not allowed to use your phone." I was like, "I'm checking my classes, miss." She's like, "No, take it to the office." So I was like, "Well, I'm just checking my classes." No, she's like, "I'll have to write it up if you don't." All right. I walked towards the office and I walked back to class. And then I remember you emailed them after because it was like absurd. They ended up giving me a phone exemption, but still putting in a phone infraction on there.
Yeah.
And if you got 3, they like take your phone. I don't know how they're going to get away with that, but I don't understand. Why did I get the infraction still?
School.
The coordinator said to me, "Oh, we still have to leave the infraction on there. Oh, I still have to give it to you. They hadn't given it to me yet. But you pretty much can't get any more.
Yeah.
So why put it there? And why do you care that I'm checking my classes? I could have showed
Yeah,
you the
like
screen.
if you were
It's in Compass.
Snapchatting or if you were texting or whatever, I get it. But
I
they
could
would
have
have
showed it
seen
on
on
screen.
your screen that it was on Compass. Teachers, obviously, like yours, that just absolutely hates life and does not want to be a teacher. Then there's teachers that we were talking about the other night who finds pure joy in having something over the children.
Don't say his name.
I'm not gonna say his name, but give us an example of a conversation that you would have with this person.
So, embarrassingly, I played clarinet for a little bit.
Lame.
Guys, I don't want to be in this video anymore.
Unfollow.
Bye.
No, I swear, I enrolled in the classes by pure mistake.
You enjoyed it because it got you out of a class.
It was worth it to get out of class. But anyway, we got a new music teacher, And me and my mate are telling him, oh yeah, we play clarinet. And he's like, oh yeah, how long have you played clarinet for? I play clarinet too. Like, oh, since year 7. He says, oh, well, I played it since year 5, since I was in year 5. This is a grown man, by the way. And then he kept saying other things, and he kept one-upping us. Like, all the time, one-upping us. We told one of the other music-related teachers about it, who didn't like the new guy.
Nobody liked the new
Nobody
guy.
liked the
By
new
the way,
guy.
this teacher said the exact same thing to me that
On a
he's
separate
like-
occasion.
Yeah, on a separate
And he said,
occasion.
oh, there's this game we used to play in university with the
Insufferable people.
insufferable teachers and that. He's like, all you got to do when they one up you, he's like, we call the game one up. You one up them with a lie, and you just keep lying every time they one up you. Just make up a lie that makes you sound better.
One time I had a conversation with this insufferable teacher as well, and we were talking about dance styles, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did dance growing up. And he's like, oh yeah, what styles? And I was like, oh, I did ballet, jazz, tap, acro, contemporary, song and dance, and I was listing all of them because there's more than that. And he's like, oh yeah, I did most of those too. And he's like, I'm like, oh yeah. And then he's like, wait, but I did ballroom, haha, I win. And I'm like, actually, I did ballroom when I was 4. And he goes, no, doesn't count. You didn't say it before, so it doesn't count. You're making that up. And I'm like, I'm not making that up. I did ballroom when I was 4. Like,
Poor guy's probably got PTSD because
I know, because
that other teacher was telling everyone just keep lying and one-upping him.
But that was, I can't remember half the
Everything was
stories
competition.
you told me about him. But you were like,
Oh, no, I've got one. No. All right, it's final period.
Yeah.
A student who you actually know came into the classroom. He wasn't in our class. And he was annoying our teacher a little bit. Eventually he leaves. At the end of the class, the insufferable teacher starts pointing and yelling at this table. Get out from under the table, and keeps screaming that student's name. People are looking under the table. There's no one under the table. It's not a low table. Like, it's not hard to see. Screaming his head off. He didn't come to work for 2 weeks after that.
It was a high table too, and it was like filled with like
music
speakers and stuff. Like that was.
Get out from
It was
under
gonna
there.
hide. There's one section you
So
can
you
hide.
didn't see him leave.
I don't know, but he yelled for like minutes, and everyone was like, "Sir, there's nobody under the table." Go look.
Get out from under the table.
Several people attest to
Yelling
that
at the
story.
The funniest part of it is, I remember you telling me, and you had also told me, and I said, all you need to do with him is just go, okay, you win. And then he wouldn't know what to do. And I was like...
He probably would be like, yeah, I do win.
Yeah,
This is why I'm a
competition.
teacher.
And I would have been like, yeah, you win. Good job. And I was like feeling... There's a million things that me as a human being would have said to him, but as a parent, I was like, this is the responsible thing to do. Tell him, you win, and then he won't have anything to say. Their teacher, who was just as disgusted by this man, says, just one-up him and lie.
Just lie. And that was the way to beat him, because that would make him like dumbfounded. He wouldn't know what to do. If you said, okay, you win, he would keep going and be like, yeah, I do win, ha ha, and he'd like talk about it forever. But like if you one-upped him, he'd be like, you can see the little cogs ticking in his brain trying to think of something else he's done that you haven't. Like,
I feel like he didn't have a very good high school experience. You know, there's that comedian on YouTube, and she talks about the reasons teachers become teachers, and it's like they were either really cool in high school and then they got out of high school and they weren't cool anymore and they wanted to go back and relive it, or
every
the ones
PE teacher.
or the ones that were really unpopular in school and they come back because they want to rule it. I think he's that one.
He wanted to rule the
I don't
school.
think he's had many friends, and I think as a personality deficit, I think he's always wanted to be better than anybody around him, but
Loki.
unfortunately
Nobody liked him.
that need makes you not the better person in the
Loki,
room.
have you ever met a PE teacher that actually likes their job? Like, have you ever met a PE teacher that's actively participating?
I feel like PE teachers out of
I don't know.
everybody are the happiest ones to be there.
Yeah, because they don't
What
have to do
about,
anything, but they're not passionate
What about
about
the
it.
one
They like
that,
to
I won't
sit-
say her name, but the one we went to like same primary school as? She liked her job.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was
yeah.
amazing though.
Yeah.
She was amazing. We love her.
I remember one time I used to have a teacher that was so openly, like a PE teacher, that was so openly sexist to the girls. Like, he'd be like, I can't put you guys on a team together because you won't do anything. Like, you're not good at sport, you girls, blah, blah, blah. And he would say that constantly. And we're like, what the hell is this guy on? And
Was
then-
it the old one with the glasses?
No.
Oh.
It
Is
was
this
not
primary
one.
school or high
No,
school?
high school.
Oh, okay.
And I remember, like, thinking, am I the only one that's noticing this? And then I remember Mum, she talked to some of, like, the other mums about it. And then they were also like, oh yeah, my daughter's also said that he's been, like, really sexist to the girls. And I was like, opinion validated.
I find this scary that as a general population that these people are spending more time with our kids than we are most of the time. Like, there's a lot of working parents, there's stay-at-home parents. These people are teaching our children. especially primary school, they're with the same person from 9 till 3:30. You guys sort of shuffle through a little bit more when you're older. Well, not you guys, because they don't go to high school, but...
What?
These are the... You're at uni?
They don't go to high school.
I was like, I did 6 years, thank you very much.
But these people are in, like, they're teaching the future. If they can't keep themselves together, like, you've had a teacher that you love scream at you and then the next day go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I was having a bad day. Now, I understand that, right? We love her. She's a fantastic teacher. But that's not okay. It is not okay to bring whatever is going on with you into your workplace when you work with children, other people's children. She was mad about nothing.
She was mad about that they didn't put cheese on her burger.
Obviously, that's not what she was actually mad at.
Yes, it was.
These are the people in the world. Like, I understand, like, when I go to the shop, there's going to be another customer that's going to be rude, or there's people like that out there. These people are also teachers.
They're getting paid.
And there's so many examples. I had a teacher in high school who hated me simply because I was friends with someone. Yeah, I was friends with someone that she taught many years before. This person's 10 years older than me. I was friends with this person. She hated them from school, so then hated me. And I had done nothing. I had nothing. I'd done nothing to her. Like, I was not... Like, I used to sneak out for a fag, and I was late every now and then, every single day. But I wasn't rude. I wasn't skipping in the middle of class. Like, I wasn't doing anything. I never told them to go themselves.
I don't know if you can say fag on YouTube.
Cigarette.
You're going to have to edit that in.
I would sneak out for a cigarette.
Yeah.
But she hated me. And I never understood it until there was like a little snide comment she said to me one day. And she said, oh, you are more like such and such, insert other person's name, than I thought you were. And I was like, is that why you hate me? Like, because of this other person that I've done nothing to you? And then my mum came down the school. And let me tell you, this is the 90s, right? So if your mum was coming down the school, you were very convinced you were getting in trouble. It's not like now where they're like, I'm going to call my mum, and then the teachers go, oh shit, they're going to call their mum, I'm in trouble. This was, my mum's coming to the school, I'm going to get in trouble, because that's what the 90s was like. Well, for the first time, Jules, Nanny, she was there, and she walked in the office, and the teacher was like, here we go. And my mum ripped shreds off her and 3 other teachers in the room. The principal just sat there, didn't say a word. And Nanny let him have it. Let him have it. And that woman was never rude to me again. Never rude to me again. But should that have happened? This woman has had a full education to teach other children.
Yeah.
Is she still doing it? I don't know. She's probably dead. But
She sounded like you were hoping for it.
at the time I was hoping for it. Now I'm a little more understanding. But I still don't understand how she transferred and projected all that anger onto me when it wasn't me she was angry at. So
Most of my teachers
At the
liked
time,
me.
I was hoping for it.
I probably was. I was like 15.
I remember one of my PE teachers. He stayed on as a what's the like casual teacher called?
Relief teacher?
CRT.
Like a
CRT, yeah. Because he got casual rates when it was a teacher shortage, working full time.
Yeah.
He made loads of money.
That's what a friend of mine, his girlfriend's doing that, and she's making bank.
CRT 20 he was. Yeah, he
Oh,
was
he
my
had
PE
a
teacher.
number.
He didn't like us
had a
because he had real hairy legs, but he wasn't hairy anywhere else. He had like short hair and really hairy legs. Like hairier than me, and I'm a wog.
Well, Tilly had a teacher called Mr. Beard that had no beard, and I feel like that's just...
But we googled
Doesn't make sense.
who's the hairiest.
We all love that guy.
Yeah, we googled who's the hairiest man in the world, and then you inspect element. We changed it to CRT 20.
Oh.
We showed it to him.
CRT 20.
He didn't like us after that day.
I wouldn't have liked you either, you meanies. The kids are so mean. That's why they're all messed up in the head, all these teachers.
He was a PE teacher. We told him if we shaved his legs, he'd run faster.
They came in fresh from uni thinking we're going to change lives, and they left with like a eye twitch and a bald patch, wondering why they came in the first place.
I had this science teacher that was in a band, and then one time he walked across like the table. Like, he didn't walk on the table. He like walked behind it.
I was going to say, that's not very professional.
School of Rock. What are you talking about? Yeah, and my friend was like purchasing like merch, like a shirt from his band, like a merchandise shirt.
I know this teacher.
And he looks behind her and he goes, "What you doing there?" And she's like, "I'm just buying a shirt from my favorite band." And he's like, "Ah, all right." She walked on.
This guy, by the way,
It was his band.
Yes. Not like his
this
favorite
guy
band.
is
Like,
like
he's in the band.
I missed the hit point on that one.
he is like the most normal looking, like well-dressed person you've ever seen. You watch his music videos, like blood pouring out his eyes.
Oh, is he like
Death
Death
metal.
metal.
death metal? Oh my god.
You've met him before.
Have I?
You wouldn't know
Show
it.
you a picture.
You'll have to show me.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't one of your teachers a furry?
Oh, you want to talk about for the phone? I've got the picture.
Oh my, we are not putting the picture.
I have the
Oh my
picture.
god.
We are not putting
Maybe
the
you can
picture.
black out her face or something.
It's in mine and Isaac saved chats. We got the picture of her dressed in her fursuit. Well, but you can still see her face, so you know it's her.
Yeah, we're not putting that on there.
It's from her Facebook.
So tell me, what was the most valuable thing you learnt at high school?
I'm getting there.
Can you add some music to that bit, please?
Make like the gif of like all the math.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most valuable thing I learned in high school.
Yeah.
Don't listen, I'm not getting paid.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the most valuable thing you learnt. To have no respect
From
without
not-
payment.
Yeah. Well, no, don't get disrespected without payment.
Okay, that makes more sense. Do you think you would have stayed at school if they were more respectful?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. Now,
People won't be mean
this
to
one
you.
finished year 12, so...
Teachers won't be mean to you if you're really good at something.
I think it's easier, like, your last school, not the last one you attended, the one prior to that, because you were musical and in the musicals and very good at it.
Also, it was a very good musical school, and like I was like, yeah, I'm one of the best because the school was known for being very good with music,
Yeah.
and then I was one of the really good music ones, so I was like,
Yeah, so then all the musical teachers loved her, and then the ones outside of that still liked the musical loved her, and I think that made life a lot easier. The problem was
and I basically
students.
got a room to myself every single day to play piano in, and that was litty. That was my best times in high school.
I learnt
Sitting
at
in
high
the
school that education doesn't come from school, and I think I learnt more socially than I learnt academically. I think I learnt more when I did my own degree on my own time.
Look, education comes
As an
from
adult.
curiosity, not from like conformity.
I think,
Can't force someone to learn what they don't want to know.
Yeah,
but you don't absorb information when you're not interested either. Like
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Education comes from curiosity.
you love maths and you learnt so much maths. I have absolutely no interest in maths, and
You have horrible handwriting.
thank you. It's better than yours.
Unless
Yeah,
you
at
can
least you
read
can read his.
What, you can't read my handwriting?
Not really.
Oh my god!
If I
See,
try really
kids
hard.
these days they can't read nor write cursive. So
But why would you?
maybe
Actually
we
write
should have
cursive.
focused on that instead of what logos
No,
on your socks.
Hang on. Why would you need cursive at any situation?
Because it's pretty.
So?
Do you want to see my pretty? It's pretty.
You know what else is
You
pretty?
good luck
Give me
reading
the
that.
pen.
Good luck reading that. Hang on. Can you see it? It's pretty.
You'll also probably be like flipped.
You know what else is pretty?
What is that? What are you doing?
Look, it's beautiful little patterns. They're very
That's
pretty.
not- you're just
But
scribbling.
Can you understand like what that is?
You
No,
can't read what
but
I'm
it's
writing.
pretty. No. Join
All right.
Merryweather, like the company in GTA.
When's the new GTA coming? 2030. All right.
2027, I think.
So, out of the three of us,
Beat Maureen.
question: who is the most likely to forget a birthday?
Me. I remember Tilly's birthday and that's it.
Yeah, well, that one's easy. Okay, who's the most likely to believe in star signs? Who's most likely to become a millionaire?
Me.
You use two thumbs. Does that mean extra?
Yeah.
Same amount of votes.
Who is the most likely to never get married?
Your man has not put out a ring
Sick
yet.
burn, bro. Who would have the highest amount of screen time? Are any of these not you? Me?
You play way more video games than I do.
Oh, that's
What?
hogwash.
I don't remember the last time I played a
I
video game.
probably have the most screen time.
Screen time is not necessarily just video games.
Well then,
Look, I have double screen time because I'd be like watching shit and playing my phone at the same time.
Well, same actually.
Yeah.
Got
maybe
them
we're equal.
ADHD vibes. Who is the most likely to join a cult?
I'd be the cult leader.
You'd be in a cult. That's
do I want to start a cult?
Who's the most likely to become an influencer? There you go. Who's
Hurry
got
up.
the most money in their bank account?
There's no way I have the most money, bro. I have like nothing.
I've got literally what you put in there today.
Yeah, but you probably got savings.
I don't have savings.
Well, I don't have anything, so
The
maybe
savings
maybe
are
I do.
saving
You've got the highest
themselves from
credit
my...
limit.
Yeah, well. Who is most likely to take a week to reply to a text?
What?
It's you.
I reply to
it's
stuff
me.
all the time.
No, you don't.
It's me.
You walk into the room.
It's me. You should see my Instagram messages.
Okay, you know, if you text me in the same house and I walk into your room, I've still replied.
That is a reply. It's a physical reply.
Yes, I've replied. I always reply quick.
Who is the most likely to give the wrong direction to tourists?
She doesn't know any of the directions anyway.
100%.
Hey,
Hey,
you're
he-
the one who told me to take that wrong turn that one
He
time.
might do it on purpose. You would do it accidentally. All right. Well, we did these ones last week, so I'm going to ask you, and then we'll finish. All right. Rapid fire. Favorite food? Can you do those math symbols again?
Hungry Jacks.
Really? Worst food?
Mushrooms.
I knew you were going to say
Actually,
that.
that's not a food, so maybe it doesn't
It is a
count.
food.
What?
Mushrooms isn't a food. It's disgusting. That's not
Is-
worthy of
okay.
food.
We'll count it. Best movie?
Princess and the Frog.
Sharknado.
Worst movie?
Worst movie.
You can't say Sharknado. That's his favourite.
I was not gonna say Sharknado. I'm trying to think.
I don't think
of
I've
the
even seen it.
Neither, but there's like 5 of them.
I saw the preview for the first one. I was
what's
like,
it
what?
called? I'm trying to think of that one where it's got like the really bad animated rats and shit, and they just dance around and fart a lot. I can't remember the name. But that
Spider-Man?
one.
It sounds like you were really into Mrs. Doubtfire.
What?
I have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
said badly animated rats.
I know. We don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well,
Favourite parent?
You.
Boom. We'll end on that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.